Alright, to find the database, go to the destination site, which in this case is Monetize Downloads. Scroll down till you see databases here, and then click View List. And we click this. And we click Online Manager. After you enter the username and password, you end up on the phpMyAdmin home screen. And this is where you manage your database content. So we go to our database here by clicking on that 668585_monetize. That's this specific database. We're going to delete everything that's in here by selecting all the tables in the database. Always make sure you're in the right database. In this case we are. And we're going to drop them. Drop is the equivalent of delete in database talk. So we're going to click drop, and then it'll bring us here. And click yes, this is confirming our deletion. So now we have an empty database. So we're going to import that database that we saved in the previous step by clicking import, and then choosing the file off of our desktop. And then click go. And it says it imported 743 queries. You see it has a bunch of stuff over here. The one thing that's necessary in WordPress, you have to go to the WP options table and edit two things. So this is still saying byapinstalls.com. We're going to click edit on that line and change that to monetizedownloads.com. I'm just copying that. I'm going to click go. Go is the equivalent of save. So now if we click WP options again, you can see it now says monetize downloads. You have to go to the next page. So that's step one here. Step two is go to the next page, or you can click page 2. So now we're on page 2. You see there's another instance of buy app install. So we need to edit that and then paste or write in monetizedownloads.com. So this is the target. So we're on the monetize site. We're going to make sure it points to the right place. And so that brings us then to, we just completed step 5 here, import the old site's database. So now we're going to update the URLs. We did that. Step 6, update the URLs using phpMyAdmin. The only step that remains is to update the URLs within WordPress using this search and replace plugin. So we'll do that in a second. Next step, after you've FTP'd all the files, you can record this part. I'm recording right now. You updated the URLs in phpMyAdmin, which we just did. You're going to go into the WordPress install and do a couple things. I actually left off a step. We're going to reset the permalinks by going to settings, permalinks, and clicking save or update or whatever the thing is. So we go to settings, permalinks. We're just going to save changes. The final step here is to install the search and replace plugin to update any stray URLs. So we'll just go ahead and install that. Activate it. And we're just going to search for, we're going to go to settings, actually tools, search and replace. We're going to go to the bottom, check all the boxes. We're going to search for the old URL and replace any instances of the old URL with the new URL. Make sure these mirror each other in terms of format, so no trailing slashes there. Make sure these boxes are all checked. Click go. And you'll see it found 8 there, 91 here, 7 here. So it did a bunch of replacing. And now we test things out and make sure it works well. So we go to the actual website. And there you go. It all seems to be working properly here.